Hello, guys. Hello, friends. Let me specially welcome you to the very last and final episode of Number Base. We have gone a long way in resolving different challenges in number base. Those of you who have been following up, you can as well recall that we actually started with the concept of number base, where we defined what number base was. Went further to talk about the various unique forms of number base, talking about base 2, base 8, base 10, base 12, base 16. And then we went further to do a whole lot of consideration on how you can convert from base 10, which is decimal or denary, to base 2 or binary. That is conversion of base 2 to base 10 and from base 10 back to base 2. We didn't just stop there or ended there. We also went further to talk about addition in a binary number system or addition in base 2 number system, where we were able to carry out addition in base 2, subtraction in base 2, as well as multiplication in the binary number system. And thereafter, during our last class, we proceeded over to talk about octenary number system, which is base 8, where we also do a whole lot of addition and subtraction in the octenary number system. So today we're going to focus entirely on hexadecimal number system. Another name for hexadecimal is base 16. And let me remind you again that in base 16, you have 16 digits or 16 combination of 16 digits making up base 16. 16, what are the system of numbers making up base 16? They are, it starts from 0, you get 1, you get 2, you get 3, you get 4, you get 5, you get 6, 7, 8, 9. You have to pause. The right 10 is going to be a whole lot of error you will be making. You don't say 10 in base 16 and base 12. I saying duodecimal. If you're dealing with duodecimal, you're going to say, when you get to 10, instead of saying 10, repeating 1 and 0 again, you say T to represent 10 in duodecimal. Now, you now use E instead of saying 11, which is 1 and 1, repeating the digit again. You say E, and E represents 11 as in base 12 or duodecimal, while T represents 10 in duodecimal or base 12. So today, since you're dealing with base 16, when you get to 9, you don't say 10. It will be a big error saying 10 because you'll be repeating digits 1 and 0. So when you get to 9, you say A for 10, B, C, D, E, and the last digit F, where A in base 16 represents 10, B represents 11, C represents 12, D represents 13, then E represents 14, and the last alphabet F represents 15. The implication is that whenever you see A, B, C, D, E, F, you know you're dealing with base 16 number base. You're dealing with base 16 number base. So quickly, we're going to do addition and subtraction in hexadecimal before we draw the curtain or comes to the end of numeral system or number base. So let's take the first example. The first example will be evaluate the following. Evaluate the following. And the first question on evaluating the following was, the question says 3F4, then C is 16 plus B 52D, all in base 16. It's as simple as ABC. Just pay attention, be more meticulous. You will understand it in just a few minutes. What happened? Remember, in addition in base 16 is different from addition in base 10. So step one, simplify solution. Then you have to do proper arrangement. And the proper arrangement will be 3, 4, and double the space out to make your work neater. 16. Then the last one, arrange from the end, which is D, 2, 5, and B. Addition. We are adding. We are adding. So what happened? Remember, even if the base was not given to you, for the fact that you're saying alphabet within, not just alphabet, F, C, and all that, your mind should quickly go to base 16, hexadecimal. So you apply the principle of addition and subtraction in base 16. So now what happens? We say C plus D. Let's rule a boss to do our calculation externally. So C plus D, that C, remember that C is, let me write again, A, here is 10, B, 11, C, D, E, F. This is 15, this is 14, this is 13, and C is 12. So here 16 is 12, though C is 12. And then D is 13. D is 13. So 12 plus 13 gives you what? It gives you 25. 5 here, you have 2. Do I go ahead? Do I just go ahead? Do I just go ahead and write the 5 down? Like in the case of dealing with addition in base 10, which is your regular day addition and subtraction? No. In base 16, don't come here to write the 5 down. I carry 2 over. It's not done. You have to convert to base 16 by dividing by 16. 25 divided by 16 will give you 1 remaining 9. When you subtract 16 from 25, what's remaining is 9. So you have 1 remaining 9. Write down the 9 down. Carry 1 over to the next line. When you carry 1 over to the next line, what will be your answer? You say 4 plus 2 gives you 6. So 6 plus 1 gives you 7. You have to divide the 7 by, but unfortunately the 7 is not up to 16. So you can write 7 down even without dividing. If you choose to divide, no challenge, no problem. You simply say 7 divided by 16 gives you 1 remaining 7. No, sorry, you're going to have 0 because it can't go. 16 can go into 7. So you say 0, remainder 7. Write down the 7 here. What next do you do? What does you do? Go to the next line. Remember, it's 0. So nothing is coming here to join this. So F plus 5. Ask yourself again, what is F in hexadecimal or base 16 number base? F is simply 15 from what you can see here. Then the 5 there is equals to 5 too. So this plus this gives you 20. So 20 divided by the base 16. You must remember to do that. Gives you 1 remainder 4. Divide properly. 16 away from 20 gives you 1. 16 away from 20 gives you 4. What am I saying? 20 divided by 16 gives you 1. How many 16 are inside 20 is 1. What is the remainder is 4. Write down the 4 here. Carry this one over to the next line, to the very last line. The last line says 1 plus 3, 4. 4 plus B. What is B again in hexadecimal? B in hexadecimal, from what you're seeing here, is simply 11. So 11 plus 3 plus 1. 11 plus 3, 14. 14 plus 1 gives you 15. So 15 divided by the base. 15 divided by the base. What will you get? 15 divided by the base. What will you get? In this case, if you choose to write down 15 you'll be making a whole lot of error. Remember, in base 16, you don't repeat alphabet. You don't say 15. You say F. So we represent or replace this with F. Because if you divide this, or back to what I was doing before, 15 divided by 16 will give you 0 remainder 15. Will I write the 15 down? No. Use an alphabet. Be smart enough. Be able to recall that you're going to have 15, and 15 cannot come down here. Replace with an alphabet because you're dealing with base 16. So quickly, before we come to the end of the video, let's do another one. Shouldn't have erased that. But we're going to be dealing with subtraction in base 16. 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 We're going to take the last question. Then come to the end of the class. The last question says, evaluate the following. We're given F. We are given 9.